Behind every coin lies a story, but some stories are worth far more than others. The 1996 quarter dollar might look ordinary at first glance, just another 25 cents in your pocket. But hidden within this seemingly common coin are secrets that could turn pocket change into a fortune worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. In 1996, the United States Mint produced over 1.4 billion quarters, each meant to be perfectly identical. Yet today, coin specialists are paying astronomical sums for specific 1996 quarters that slipped through quality control. These aren't just minor variations. We're talking about dramatic errors that transform ordinary quarters into numismatic gold mines. Take James Henderson from Ohio, who never thought much about coin collecting until 2019. While sorting through an old jar of quarters, he noticed something odd about one particular 1996 coin. The strike seemed off-center, creating a distinctive crescent moon of blank metal along one edge. That single quarter, purchased for expert authentication, later sold at auction for $7,200. But that's just the beginning. The 1996 quarter holds some of the most valuable minting errors ever documented in modern U.S. coinage. Let's examine what makes these quarters so exceptional and, more importantly, how you can identify if you're holding one of these precious mistakes. First, let's understand the anatomy of a properly minted 1996 quarter. It should weigh exactly 5.67 grams, measure 24.3 millimeters in diameter, and have a composition of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel. These specifications matter because any deviation could signal a valuable error. One of the most sought-after 1996 quarter errors is the double die obverse. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin receives multiple impressions at slightly different angles during the hubbing process. On these quarters, you'll notice distinct doubling on Washington's profile, particularly around the letters Liberty and the date. While subtle doubling is common, pronounced double die errors from 1996 have sold for upwards of $25,000. Sarah Martinez, a cashier from Florida, discovered such a double die quarter in her register in 2021. She noticed the letters appeared thicker than usual, almost as if they'd been stamped twice. After professional grading confirmed her find, the coin sold for $18,500 at a specialized auction. But there's an even rarer error that makes collectors' hearts race: the elusive broad strike. This happens when the collar die fails to properly contain the planchet during striking. The result? A quarter that's slightly larger in diameter, with a thinner profile and no raised rim. Broadstrike 1996 quarters in mint condition have commanded prices exceeding $50,000. The value multiplies exponentially when multiple errors combine on a single coin. Consider the case of Robert Chun, who inherited a jar of old coins from his grandfather. Among them was a 1996 quarter featuring both an off-center strike and a double die obverse. That single coin, authenticated by NGC, sold for an astounding $89,000 at a 2022 Heritage auction. Let's delve deeper into the telltale signs of valuable 1996 quarter errors. Hold your quarter up to a strong light source. Look for any signs of doubling in the lettering, particularly in God We Trust and around Washington's profile. Authentic double die errors will show consistent doubling across multiple design elements, not just in isolated areas. Next, examine the rim. A proper quarter should have a uniform, raised edge. Any flatness or missing reading could indicate a valuable broad strike error. Also check the coin's weight. Broad strikes often weigh slightly less than standard quarters due to the metal spreading during the striking process. One of the most valuable 1996 quarter errors involves die caps, where a stuck coin repeatedly strikes subsequent planchets. These dramatic errors create coins with distinctive cup-shaped deformities. While extremely rare, die cap errors from 1996 have sold for over $100,000 in exceptional cases. The location of the mint mark also matters. Philadelphia minted 1996 quarters have no mint mark, while Denver minted coins show a D. But here's where it gets interesting. Some 1996 quarters show repunched mint marks, where the D was struck multiple times in slightly different positions. These RPM errors can command premiums of $5,000 or more in uncirculated condition. Consider the story of Maria Gonzalez, who worked at a bank in Texas. She noticed a 1996 D quarter with what appeared to be a shadow around the mint mark. That subtle detail, a repunched mint mark, turned her 25 cents into a $7,800 windfall after authentication. But the holy grail of 1996 quarter errors? The double-struck off-center coin. This occurs when a quarter receives its first strike normally, then shifts position and receives a second strike off-center. These dramatic errors show two distinct images on the same coin, often overlapping. In 2023, a double-struck 1996 quarter with a 50% off-center second strike sold for an incredible $156,000. The condition of your error coin dramatically impacts its value. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC use a 70-point scale, with 70 representing a perfect specimen. Even minor circulation wear can significantly reduce an error coin's value, which is why many of the highest prices are achieved by coins that were discovered and preserved shortly after minting. Here's what to look for when examining your 1996 quarters. 1. Check for doubling on all lettering and design elements. 2. Examine the rim for any irregularities or missing reading. 3. Look for off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing. 4. Verify the weight matches the standard 5.67 grams. 5. Study the mint mark, if present, for signs of repunching. 6. Check for any unusual shapes or cupping. 7. Examine both sides for signs of multiple strikes. Don't be discouraged if your first few examinations yield nothing extraordinary. The thrill of error coin hunting lies in the possibility that the next quarter you check could be worth thousands. Tom Williams, a retired postal worker, searched through quarters for 3 years before finding a valuable 1996 double die. His patience paid off with a $12,000 sale. The market for error coins continues to strengthen, driven by increasing interest from both collectors and investors. As more people become aware of these valuable variations, prices for authenticated error coins have shown steady appreciation. Some specialists suggest that certain 1996 quarter errors might still be undervalued compared to their true rarity. Beyond the potential financial reward, there's something magical about discovering that an ordinary quarter in your pocket could be worth thousands of times its face value. It transforms everyday transactions into treasure hunts, where each coin represents a possibility. Modern technology has made it easier than ever to start hunting for valuable errors. High-quality magnification tools are readily available, and online communities provide valuable resources for learning about error identification. Many successful finds begin with nothing more than a keen eye and basic knowledge of what to look for. The story of the 1996 quarter reminds us that extraordinary value can hide in plain sight. While not every 1996 quarter will be worth a fortune, the possibility that you might be holding one of these rare errors makes checking your change worthwhile. Who knows? The next great numismatic discovery might be sitting in your coin jar right now. Before we wrap up, let's review the most valuable 1996 quarter errors and their potential values. Double die obverse, $15,000 to $25,000. Broad strike, $30,000 to $50,000. Die cap, $75,000 to $100,000 plus. Double strike off center, $100,000 to $150,000 plus. Multiple error combinations, $50,000 to $200,000 plus. Remember, these values represent coins in exceptional condition with authenticated errors. Even lesser examples can still command impressive premiums over face value. If you think you've found a valuable error, resist the urge to clean or handle the coin extensively. Store it in a soft coin holder and consult with a professional numismatist or grading service. The small cost of authentication could be worth it if you've discovered something special. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the 1996 quarter. If you've enjoyed learning about these valuable errors, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more videos about rare coins and their hidden values. Drop a comment below if you plan to check your quarters after watching this video. I'd love to hear about any discoveries you make. Remember to hit the notification bell to stay updated on future videos where we'll dive into other potentially valuable coins hiding in plain sight. Until next time, happy hunting! Your pocket change might be worth more than you think.